Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is February 3rd, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. As you can hear my voice, I have a little bit of a cold, so forgive me there. But looking at this market this morning, we did have the ADP job number come out. Looks like 205,000 new jobs were created according to the ADP report. We'll see how it plays out on Friday when we have the all-important government's non-farm payroll report. So we'll see how that all shakes out and plays out going forward. But in the meantime, S&P 500 E-mini futures are popping higher here. They're up about 9 points right now to around the 1906 level per contract. So we'll see how that plays out. We are getting a little bit of a bid here. Again, markets were hammered to the downside yesterday as we still continue to see these big up moves and then these big slamming down moves. But today the market does seem to be a little bit more stable, and we'll see how this all plays out. Now, we have lots of stocks in the news, lots of companies reporting earnings. Let's go right into the charts here. We're going to talk about Chipotle Mexican Grill, ticker symbol CMG. This stock did have earnings yesterday after the closing bell. It did trade up to around $4.75 by yesterday's close. Right now it's trading at $4.46. This is a perfect example of why you don't want to trade into earnings. So again, if you hold stocks into earnings, it's really just a gamble. You're just basically flipping a coin what the reaction is going to be, and you can see Chipotle having a negative reaction ahead of the opening bell this morning. So we'll see if this stock does shape out. We'll look at this once the opening bell rings. For those of you that don't know, I was in Chipotle Mexican Grill, closed out my position yesterday before the earnings announcement, and again, now we see the stock down. So, you know, it's really very risky to hold equities into the earnings play. All right, let's take a look here at Gilead Sciences. This one is getting a nice reaction to earnings. Closed at $82.70. It is now trading at $84.47. So good pop here for Gilead. This has been really beaten down. Biotech has been hammered, but I like the action that we're seeing. We're going to look at this once the opening bell rings. Right now, when I look at the chart, I don't really see any levels that really stand out to me until you get to around the $87 area. 87, 89, 75 are two huge resistance levels for Gilead Sciences. So keep that on the radar today. Let's take a look at Yahoo. Looks like Yahoo came out with earnings. Company right now is trading at $28.71. Closed at $29.06. So it's not that big of a fall. But nonetheless, the trend remains down in Yahoo. I just don't see anything really good. I ultimately expect this stock to trade down to $25. That's where I think traders could get interested. Before that, there's really not much to do here. Let's take a look at Illumina. ILMN is the ticker symbol there. Stock is trading at $147 at the moment. It closed at $154.66 yesterday. So you're getting a really good gap down. Couple levels that I think traders should watch. 142, and then it's really down to around 134. So be very, very careful here with Illumina. This is a stock that does make big moves, and you've got to respect that, okay? So, again, be a little bit on the guarded side. Let's take a look at Merck today. MRK is a ticker symbol there. Stock is trading at $49.61, closed at $50.41. I have a level for Merck. It's right around $46.20. If it gets down to $46.20, that's our level to get involved. If it doesn't, we'll just leave it alone at this point in time and look at it once the opening bell rings. Again, if you want to come over and trade these stocks alongside of us, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we are doing there. Let's take a look at ARMH. This is Armor Holdings. What you're going to see here, stock is trading at $44.26, closed at $42.09, so you're getting a nice little reaction. Now, if this stock can really rally, believe it or not, it has upside to maybe $47. $47.50, that's where you start to look for pretty good resistance. There's more resistance right around the 51, Pierce of 51 levels. So, again, two big levels there. If you own ARMH, trail your stop loss, see if it could push up. If you don't own it, wait till the opening bell rings, see if you get a pattern. Then maybe we could see something there. Let's take a look at SYT. This stock is being bought out by a Chinese firm. So again, stock closed at $78.57. right now trading at 81.20. So a Chinese firm has put a bid in for SYT for the buyout. We'll see if that goes through. I'm not sure it will or it won't, but either way, stock is trading nicely higher. And again, we'll keep that on the radar today. Let's take a look at General Motors. Stock closed at $29.65. It is now trading at $30.18. One thing about GM right now is that this has been beaten down, but it's had a bearish base. So if you could get a pop here, that could take away the bearish base, and maybe the stock could grind up a little bit, but it just hasn't given us enough of a move to make that decision yet. So be a little bit careful with GM. If the stock does fall today, then you're probably looking at a move down to 27 as very, very good support. And I actually like the equity at the $27 level should it get there. Let's take a look at Mondelez, MDLZ. This was a spinoff of Kraft. Stock is trading at $40.75. Closed at $41.95. I am showing support around $39.75. So it has another dollar lower to go, in my opinion, before you find any kind of support there. So keep that on the radar today. Let's take a look at EXC, which is Exelon. Stock right now trading at $30.45. Closed at $30.14. Again, it's very, very overbought on the daily chart, but it can still go higher. If the stock gets up to around $32.50, $32.30, that's where traders should look for big resistance. That is where I would look to fade the equity should it get up to that level. But again, nothing to do right here at this point in time. But right around that 32 level, that is very, very good resistance. Even above that, even a little bit more resistance. So I'll have this one as a gap play today in the intraday stock chat room. So again, that'll be posted right up at 9 a.m. Let's take a look at Comcast. CMCSA is the ticker symbol there. Stock is trading at $56.45. Closed at $54.59. This is a good little move for Comcast. Give it the upside bias here, all the way up to around 58, 58.5. That's where you'll run into a wall of resistance. If you own it, charge the stop loss. If you don't own it, it's up a lot here. You may want to wait for an intraday pullback, but that choice is yours. With that being said, that's what we're covering in stocks today. Let's move over to the commodity market. Crude oil is catching a bid. Crude was hammered again yesterday to the downside. Today it's trading up by about 84, 85 cents, and that is helping the overall markets catch a bid. If we take a look at the all-important USO, this is an ETF to trade crude oil, and you're going to see it's upticking here. So the USO getting a bid, and that is certainly going to lift all of the energy stocks today. Energy was absolutely crushed, hammered, slaughtered yesterday on the charts. Let's take a look at the gold market. Gold futures right now are trading up by about 20 cents to $1,127 an ounce. Again, we're not going to make too much out of that move. All right, with that being said, right now S&P 500 E-mini futures are catching a bid up about 11.5 points. Good little move ahead of the opening bell. And again, we'll watch this market and see what happens once the opening bell rings. It's been a great trading environment in the intraday stock chat room. So come on over, trade alongside of us, take that 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're doing there. With that being said, everybody have a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.